What's your name?
Calista.
Calista, I'm Tony. I said, hey, Calista, how much your cell phone bill?
$100 a month.
Would you be interested in a cell phone that was $25 a month, unlimited calling, in 15 countries, and it has a camera on it where you can see your friends? We need to answer that. Yeah. So, it's possible.
How much is the phone?
The phone's about a little bit less than $200. But you can understand that people are going to have interest in that, right? $25 a month, unlimited calling on a cell phone. And you can actually see the person you're talking to on the cell phone. Where you at? I'm with the bill collectors. Okay, I'll call you back. Right? But the good thing is this. Well, I haven't told you the fun part about it. How about you make residual income off of the bill? Off of a cell phone. Let me tell you something. Cell phones can get residuals on bills because they don't own the network. So they can't do that. So you could have people using cell phones all over the world because the cell phone will work everywhere in the world because it operates through a high-speed internet connection also. It's a dual band phone, meaning you can pick up a cell phone signal or you can pick up a Wi-Fi signal with the cell phone, and whenever a person gets a signal and they make a phone call, you get paid. Food for thought. You do the dishes on that letter. We're going to get back to that part. Just know that it's going to make you money. Put it that way. And there's nobody else that has that right now. So that's one of the other things that the company actually has right now, which is a real good plus. And there already are people lined up waiting for the cell phone to come out. That's all I've been waiting. I've been waiting for the cell phone to come out for 3-4 months. Everybody's been talking about this. And I'm going to show you a clip of what the phone looks like too when we get done. It's really simple how this works. It is network marketing. How do you start to build your team? A lot of people, let me tell you what's interesting about this. I talk to people all over the world, a couple different languages, and folks always say, well, you know what? Why should I build a team of people? If I'm a distributor, why should I want to tell other people about it? I'm going to tell you what J. Paul Getty said, and I think it was smart. First billionaire. He said, I'd rather get paid 1% off what 100 people do as opposed to getting 100% off what I do. All he's saying is we got to stop working ourselves to death. Does that make sense? You got to leverage yourself. The good thing is we build a leverage group. My leverage group right now, there's thousands of people in my leverage group, which means that whenever something happens with thousands of people, it generates me some kind of money somewhere. You can sleep easier when there's 4,000 or 5,000 people doing something and it makes you money. Would you agree with that? It's no different than a major CEO of a Fortune 500 company. He's out on the golf course while everybody's in the cubicles typing on the computers, right? It's the same thing. In this company, though, every single individual franchise owner can make as much money as they want. And nobody's stepping on anybody's toes. They just happen to be connected to each other. Does that make sense? So like the guy that I sponsored the 8th grade education, he made more money than I did last month. But I don't mind because I still got a little piece. Does that make sense? And so as long as he's in my leverage group, I'm still going to get that little piece. If you're getting a little piece from 40, 50 different people who are go-getters in this company, you'll be doing a couple $100 grand a month. So you just got to do the math on it. Now, all you do is you get you a couple of people that are go-getters. I tell people all the time, the way you make yourself wealthy in this industry, don't just look for anybody. Look for business-minded people, people who understand what's going on. Look for go-getters, people who are already making money. Some people just want to be millionaires, want to be billionaires. Some people that are just sick of their boss, just want to get off their job. You find a couple go-getters, all you're responsible for doing is getting 20 customer points. What is a customer point? Let's say that a person got one of those video phones that we looked at a second ago, where you can actually see the person you're talking to, right? That video phone is worth 2 points right now, okay? So if I sold 10 video phones, I would have sold all the phones that I need to sell in my whole 5 Links career. That's all I need is 20 customer points. And if you have 25 customer points, you actually can go to the top of the company just with 25 customer points. They do encourage you to get more customers. If you do, they pay you for it, of course. When you get 50 customer points, you actually get a profit sharing check from the company. Okay? It's an extra check, so to speak. So for every 50 sales, you get an extra profit sharing check every single month. And there's no limit to how many customers you can get. There's actually, I know a lady who's pushing on 400 customers herself right now. So she gets, I don't know, 5 or 6 profit sharing checks extra. Okay? So it's really good. But, I know he's like, that's wild, isn't it? No limitation on what you can make. I was with the president of the company, this guy right here. His name is Craig Jervik. Very good guy. We were at a private resort. What was it, last weekend? What weekend that I was gone? That was calling me.
I think 2 weekends ago.
2 weekends ago, okay. And what was interesting was that when we went to go see him, and we were talking about the future of the company, I was like, well, you know, where's this going? I said, we're doing this right now, we're making great money. But he said, you know what? He said, Deveaux, you're thinking too hard. He said, this thing isn't even getting warmed up yet. He said, it's still mud level. He said, they're going to be vice presidents doing $1 million a month. And when he said that, I'm telling you, the sun started to shine so hard on my head it was ridiculous. I said, you said $1 million a month. I didn't go to sleep for like 2 days after he said that because I knew he was telling the truth about it. If you just saw, I'll show you in a minute. Usually we'll have to shut the camera off for that part. But I'm going to show you what kind of money they're paying with this and how they actually do it. It's definitely good business. Now, this is how your payments are broken down. You want to pay close attention to this part. This is how you get paid. They said it pays you $4 for every, it'll come back up. Okay, you get up to $4 off of the $24.95 bill. The reason I said $4 to $7 is because when you hit senior vice president, you get a $3 bonus on every single GlobalLinks customer in your entire network. So that means, let's say that somewhere in my network, 1,000 customers get on the service. I didn't put any customers in, but just somewhere in the network. That'd be an extra $3,000 for that month, just because. Okay, and that's not even including the residuals. Now, if you had a small team, okay, and your team had about 20 customers apiece, and let's say you only averaged $50, 50 cents in residual. That's still $200 in residuals, right? That's just what, even if a person messed this up, they still would make some money, okay? We're just looking at the really small numbers. But let's say a person does about average. They talk to a couple of people once a week, put them on a phone call, let them hear about the company. You figure, 90, 120 days, the person gets to the point where they start earning themselves, $1,000, $2,000 in residual income, and it comes in every single month. They're probably going to take this business and they're going to spend a little bit more time with it. But this just gives you a breakdown of how the numbers work. And all you do, you can calculate your check every single month by looking at the same little equation. Total number of team members times the number of customers they have times the amount of commission off your phone bill. And that'll give you a total for your residual check. We're almost done. Weekly bonuses, very important. I'm a senior vice president right now. Platinum senior vice president, I will tell you something about that position. When you become a platinum senior vice president, which says PSVP, what happens is this. You are in a position where you're getting a free Bentley from the company. You're getting another 5,000 shares of stock, so you have a total of 10,000 free shares. And you're also getting a piece of something called the Platinum Pool, which is a monthly profit sharing pool that the company has set up right now. That profit sharing pool is what I talked about earlier when I said there's going to be people making $1 million a month or making a couple $100,000 a month. A good portion of that money is going to come out of that pool, and you will get that every 30 days just for being in that position. So I'll get to that a little bit later on for folks who are interested as well. Oh, remember I talked about if you had 50 accounts. So if you had 50 customers as opposed to the 25 that I just talked about, you would get they call it a custom club, but you get an extra profit sharing check for that. Senior vice president benefits, I didn't talk about that yet. I did say you get stock options. Your BMW payment is taken care of because you get a free BMW when you're senior vice president. I actually turned that down, but and opted to get the cash instead. Took the money, but that's because I'm already driving a Bentley. But for people who want to get the free car, they can do that. GlobalLinks bonus, that's the $3 bonus pool I talked about. Also annual vacation, the expense account doesn't hurt either. But these are just some of the benefits that you get from the company as well. Platinum senior vice president, this is the position I was just talking about a minute ago, where they talk about getting a Bentley payment and a piece of that platinum pool. These are all perks, you guys, of the company. And I'm going to show you a clip of my buddy was the very first one to get a free Bentley from the company. We taped it and we put it on YouTube, and I'm going to show that to you so you can see how this actually works. It was sort of funny because nobody believed that this was happening, but when we posted it on YouTube, everybody went nuts about it.
It was given to them or was it on lease?
Well, it's on. They pay everything for it. It's on lease. But you can actually, if you want, you can even opt to keep the car from the company also, and I'll get into that as well. But free is good. And I don't have to pay for it. Me, I don't even care. I'm telling you, I'm driving one. I wouldn't mind another free one myself. I'm not turning that down at all. Startup. How does this work? I told you earlier. I said, in fact, we'll get back to this part. No, I won't film this part because I don't even put this on the air. But it's very reasonable for the price for that actual startup with the company. Yeah, shut it down for 1 second. I have to talk about the price.
You'll cut it.
Oh, you cut that part out? Okay. You guys, this company put me and my friends in a position in the last 18 months. I believe there's 7 to 8 of us have earned over $300,000 off of it. One of my buddies did almost $600,000. That was in his first 12 months. Looks like this year, if I did less than, if I did less than 600,000, I'd be disappointed. But the year is still young right now, so we may have some amazing runs. Especially, as a matter of fact, to give you an example of how simple this business is, there's a gentleman that's here. Alan, come up here for 1 second. Alan is actually from Indiana. Okay,